smell gasoline fumes as you're driving your car? Well then stay tuned, because I'm going to show you how to fix that explosive situation. Now there's 3 reasons that cars generally smell of gas while you're driving. You're either smelling gasoline vapor, like in a leaking gas cap, or you're smelling liquid gasoline leaking, like in a leaking fuel injector, or your engine is just running poorly, and you're smelling the gasoline coming out of the tailpipe. So you have to figure out which one of these 3 things it is. Well, start with the gas cap. Now I can't remember how many times customers brought me cars complaining of gas smells, and the only thing wrong was the gas cap was either loose or it was missing entirely. So start there. Gas caps are supposed to seal the fumes in. If the rubber's ripped, or it's torn, or the valve inside's broken, you're going to smell gas. So if you smell gas right by the gas cap, just replace it. Now the other location that you can get vapor smells from are called the charcoal evaporation canister, which is part of the anti-pollution system. Now in this 94 Toyota Celica, the canister's right here, right under the hood. If you smell gasoline vapor coming from here, it's probably a bad canister. But unfortunately in many modern cars, the canister is on top of the gas tank, and you got to pull the gas tank off even to get to it. Yet another case of brilliant engineering. Now the next thing you're going to look for, if you don't find any vapor leaks, are leaking gasoline drips, where you see the gasoline actually dripping on the ground. Look under the car for drips, and if you see any, check the fuel filter, the hose connections, and any rubber part that might be leaking on the ground. Just look above where the drip is and see where it's coming from. If you don't see anything dripping under the car, follow the fuel lines up here to the fuel rail to see if anything is leaking at the fuel injection rail. Now the one thing you have to realize about gasoline is it's a good solvent. So if there is a leak, and find a real clean area where everything's shiny, you know that's the part that's leaking. For instance, on this Porsche, you can see this fuel injector is pretty dirty and pretty dull looking. Well, when we go over to this other fuel injector here, we can see it's all shiny and it's wet, so obviously that's leaking. Now admittedly, sometimes they're harder to find than that. It's when I use this UV leak dye. You just pour a little in the gas tank, and then run the car and see where the green dye is coming out. Using the dye in an ultraviolet light will often pinpoint the leaks very closely, so you know exactly what's leaking. As in the case of this leaking Porsche injector, I found that it was just the O-ring and not the actual injector, because it was leaking from the top. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather replace a $6 O-ring than a $360 fuel injector. Now if you've tried all these steps and still can't find the source of your smell, there's one more thing it could be. So start up the engine, then crawl to the back of your car and smell the exhaust. And if it smells like raw gasoline, the engine isn't running right, and you'll have to figure that whole scenario out. And of course that could be dozens of different things, but hey, start out with a tune-up and pray. And remember, if you've got any car questions, just visit the Scotty Kilmer channel, and I'll answer them as soon as I'm done drinking some of this moonshine.